What's going on, boys? I get the NFL picks for you for Thursday, September 4th. Now, as per usual, if you boys could please drop a like and subscribe before we get into anything, I'd really appreciate that. Now, obviously, no video yesterday, so I'm going to recap our picks for yesterday's games. Obviously, YouTube did not go so well. Obviously, Kyle Freeland getting pulled after literally pitching to two batters sucks a ton for us. But as far as VIP goes, we went up another unit, so super sick right there. And then for our VIP today, we still have a couple of plays left to go, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. But obviously, first NFL game tomorrow, first actual NFL game tomorrow. Super, super sick. Obviously, Eagles versus Cowboys. Super hyped about that. Obviously, division rivals right there. So this should be a really, really fun one. Obviously, that Cowboys offense got a huge boost, especially getting George Pickens. That was super sick for him. And then got a couple of good running backs too. So this should be a very entertaining game. With that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Our first pick is going to be Saquon Barkley. We're taking him over 95.5 rushing yards now. They've been dropping this and putting it back up between 93 and 95 a few times today. So if at some point you see this guy drop to 93.5, I would definitely take that. Obviously, just a little bit lower, but I still love this line a ton. Obviously, he tears up the Cowboys and pretty much everyone in general. It's Saquon Barkley. Not much more has to be said about that. His last game against Dallas, obviously right here, 167. Now, he did get 31 carries in this game, so he had a huge load this game. Jalen Hurts was out, so that kind of explains it. They started Kenny Pickett at quarterback, so yes, he's going to get a ton of carries. That's not the case with this game, however. That's kind of why I took this. So I could have gone with his rush attempts. He only missed his rush attempts 6 out of 20 games last season, if you count the playoffs. But that's also the same case with his rushing yards. Really, the only games that he missed his rush attempts were close games or complete blowouts. And both times they played the Cowboys last year, complete blowouts. So I love this rushing yards line for him. Honestly, I think that obviously he's got the potential to break numerous big runs against a very, very poor Dallas defense. I know that Jerry Jones came out and he was trying to say that Micah trade was because their rushing defense was poor. They did not get anyone in that trade that is going to improve their rushing defense. Yeah, they got Kenny Clark, big whoop. That's not really going to help them until they can actually use those draft picks. So as it stands right now, that Dallas rushing defense is still piss poor. So I think that Saquon's going to have an absolute field day. I think if he ends up getting 15 to 20 carries, which he probably should, that's kind of how they played it in their season opener last year. I think that he'll have a great game. I think that he's going to eclipse probably 100 yards. So this 95.5 is very, very comfortable for us. Just moving along from that, our next pick is going to be CeeDee Lamb. Now we're taking him over his targets line at 9.5. This dude, every single game he has played against the Eagles since 2021, he has had 10 or more targets. This dude he played them one time last year. He was hurt. So in his last 5 games against the Eagles, he's had like 57, I want to say was the number for that. 57 targets in 5 games. This dude averages like a little bit over 11 targets a game against these guys. So obviously, Dak absolutely loves throwing a CD. Dak was hurt for a ton of the season last year. But obviously, season opener, everyone's healthy. So love that. I don't think that George Pickens is really going to affect this play too much just because from a QB wide receiver duo perspective, like if you're looking at chemistry, I think that CD and Dak probably have top 3, if not the best QB wide receiver duo chemistry in the league. That's not saying that there's not a better duo than them. There certainly is. However, Dak loves throwing the ball to CD. There's no doubt about that. He loves getting this guy the ball, especially against the Eagles. I want to say not last year, but one of the games in the 2023 season, this dude had 16 targets against the Eagles. So stupid numbers there. Again, as I was saying, I don't think George Pickens is really going to affect this one too much just because of how much Dak likes to throw the ball to CD. And then on top of that, George Pickens really finds a lot of success in just running straight down the field and getting those deep passes to him. But the Eagles are like second in the league for deep pass percentage as far as defense goes. So their deep pass percentage is really, really good. That's why I was kind of a little bit iffy to take CD's yards, but I think this target line is going to work out really, really well for us. Again, he averages like 11 targets a game against the Eagles. So love that one. And then with that being said, we're going to be pairing that one with Dak Prescott's pass attempts. Now, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, their offense did get a little bit better, but I don't think it got that much better to be able to hang with the Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles' offense is ridiculously good. They have two amazing wide receivers, a really good tight end, the best running back, probably best offensive player in the entire league. And obviously, Jalen Hurts is a more than acceptable quarterback to have on that team as well. So, this, I don't think it's going to be like a crazy shootout. I do think that the Eagles are going to pull away, especially in that second half. They're going to pull away for sure. I think that the Cowboys are going to have to throw the ball a ton to keep up with them. Dak has hit this line every time he's played the Eagles for the last like 2-3 years. Last, I want to say 3 or 4 games he's had against them, he's hit this line. So they love throwing the ball against the Eagles. The Eagles honestly kind of force them to, just because of how many points they put up. Especially having Saquon against such a poor running defense just makes it super easy for them to score. So again, this one just paired with CD. I love this one a ton. If he throws the ball 47 times, I would not be shocked if 10 of those, or 37 times, I wouldn't be shocked if 10 of those are going to CD. I think that this guy is going to get over 40 pass attempts, to be honest with you. And I can absolutely see 25% of those going to CD. So I think that all three of these plays are super favorable for us. I love where these lines are at for sure. Now, just to run over these guys for you really quickly, obviously Saquon, more than 95.5 rushing yards. They love giving this guy the ball against Dallas. Obviously, Dallas's rushing defense is not very good at all. So I think he has the obviously has the potential to rip off some big runs there. So love that one. And obviously CD just pulls in a ton of targets when playing against the Eagles. Again, averages 11 targets in the last 3 years against the Eagles. So love that one. And then obviously Dak Prescott, they're going to be behind. They're going to have to pass. And Dak throws a ton of passes against the Eagles. So 3 really good lines for us there, boys. And then obviously this one is going to pay out 3.75x. So obviously, with that chalkboard thing that I'm always talking to you guys about, you guys get that free $20 with chalkboard. So you guys could churn literally $0 into $75 if you throw this one in on chalkboard. So love that one. Obviously, I talked a little bit about VIP earlier in the video. We went up another unit yesterday. We're looking pretty good to go up another unit today. So love that right there. And then obviously, guys, just absolutely stoked to get into the NFL. These games are going to be amazing. Can't wait to put out that Sunday video I've got for you guys. Obviously going to do a video on the earlier slate, and I might throw out 2 videos for you guys just to get one on Sunday Night Football specifically. But that being said, just before I get out of here, I'm going to pop over here and talk to you guys about Chalkboard really quickly. Obviously, as per usual, if you guys want to go download the Chalkboard app and throw in that code SBO when you're signing up, you guys are going to get all their free picks that they put up for every single sport, every single day, as well as a free $20. Exactly what I was just talking about. Free $20, no deposit required at all. You guys just get that money. They're paying you guys to use my code. So super sick right there. And then those promo packs I've talked a ton about. Those just make Chalkboard really fun. Kind of turns it into a video game. I personally love it. But with that being said, obviously that deal I'm doing as well, if you guys download the Chalkboard app, throw in that code SBL and deposit at least $20 during your sign up, I'll be giving each one of you guys 1 month of free VIP that do that. Again, all you have to do, download the Chalkboard app during your login. Just throw in that code SBL and at least $20. Obviously, you guys are gonna be broken even. It's giving you $20, so you guys are gonna have $40 in your account. Super sick. But again, just during your sign up, throw in that code SBL, deposit at least $20, and then my email is going to be in the description of all my videos. Shoot me a quick email, let me know. I got you guys with that 1 month of free VIP. So super sick deal right there. But other than that, boys, again, super stoked for these NFL games. Going to have a great time this weekend. A little bit bummed about the college slate. Not great games there, but that Michigan-Oklahoma game is going to be sick. I'm going to have some banger picks for you guys for that one. But other than that, boys, that's all I've got for you today. So I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.